Hello, I'm Kate, and this is Kate Schaefer Fine Art. I want to invite you to join me with art journaling. I feel very strongly that art is very healing. It allows us to turn off that logical, analytical craziness in our brains where we overthink things and we dwell on things. And if you are someone who has been through a traumatic experience, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Art journaling helps turn that off. So join me as we do some art journaling. Okay, so we can get started, and I am setting my timer for 10 minutes. So let's see what we can get done in 10 minutes. So as I said, the materials are down underneath, and the paper has already been gessoed. It's a good idea to put gesso on. The paper will absorb the paint very differently as raw paper, and it will soak in a lot, and it will be much harder to spread, and you'll lose a lot more, use a lot more paint that way. Now, I love transparent colors. And right here you can see why. This lovely green that's forming right here. I have a little bit of matte medium on my brush to kind of spread that a little bit more, smooth out those white areas. Just love that green. You can see how beautiful these colors are together. And this Quinacridone Nickel Azo Gold is one of my favorite colors. We'll get some more turquoise in here and put a little more white in here with it. I love these very organic shapes. You can, of course, do this any way you like. If you prefer hard edges and grids, then by all means you go right ahead and do that. This is about doing what makes you happy. You don't have to be me. You can't be me. Sorry, there's only one of me. Only one of you as well. So I say celebrate yourself and your own creative side. That is actually part of the healing journey. I believe that when you celebrate who you are and what you have to offer the world, you have a viewpoint, even amongst your pain, your trauma. You have a viewpoint that is uniquely you, that the world needs to hear. You can offer things that no one else can offer. I put a little bit more blue down here. I like to kind of spread these colors throughout to begin with. It may not look anything like this in 10 minutes. And that's okay too. Now, you probably can't see from here, but I am not cleaning my brush off at all in between the colors. I'm just letting them blend. All of these colors go very well together, and unless I were to actually mix them in a puddle, you would not get mud from using these colors together. All right, there's first layer. Now I'm going to clean my brush because I'm going to do a little bit of collage. And I'm going to do that with some handmade paper. And I've got that right over here. Now this is handmade, hand-done tissue paper. Now one of the things I love about this tissue paper is that this is matte medium that I use for glue. When you apply this, to your paper, the white of the tissue paper just kind of disappears when it's dry, and it's an awesome effect. I just love it. It looks like you actually painted this right on, and it allows you to audition and see whether that's where you want it or not. Now I'm putting it right over top. I'm not going to worry about what's falling off the edges here. I will get that when it's dry. It'll be much easier to do then. Now to tie the look together, I'm going to do a similar pattern, but not identical pattern, on the other side in a smaller amount. I'm just tearing the paper, you can probably hear that. And I'm going to do it right up here in the corner. And maybe not, maybe down here. See, it's nice to be able to audition it. Okay, so you see I've got a grid pattern. I've got a grid pattern here, but it's slightly different grid pattern, and I like it. All right, now I have this is actually a mat from the dollar store, and what I'm going to do right now is it's just a makeup sponge. I'm putting in the paint, And I have just a small amount of paint on here. And I'm going to tie this area together. With a little bit more of this grid. And I'm just going to kind of let it fall off there and not be too precise with those outside ones. Oh goodness, that's my 10 minutes already. Okay, so that's what we did in 10 minutes.